You cannot build business when for you, you're in the bringing business. We are not in the keeping business. It's not about how many people you bring in the business that's going to make you successful. It's about how many people you keep. Keep bringing very many people, but you're keeping none. The problem is most people are in the bringing business. We are not in the bringing business. We are in the keeping business. It is not how many clients you get, it's how many clients you keep. I want us to have that mindset shift. You can get very many clients out together and make profit. Instant, right? But for the person who is going to make continuous profit for as long as OQATA is going to be there, out together, is the person who is going to be good at keeping clients. Your videos can go viral and you get very many clients, but how many of those clients are you keeping? Because we are in the keeping business. For as long as you cannot keep majority of the clients that see your business out or that buy your products, then you're losing a lot of business because you're not going to get reorders, like people are coming back to refill out together. How does someone buy the first dose from you? Then they buy the second dose from another person. You think about it. Like someone buys the first dose from who? From you. Then they buy the second dose from Mr. Amand. But you're the one who gave them a first dose. What does it mean? What does it mean? It means you lacked on follow-up. You get the point? It means you focused on just selling the product. The person you didn't focus on giving them service. You didn't focus on their feedback. You didn't focus to find out whether the products are working for them or what, whether they are taking them right, how they are feeling. You did not do that. For you focused on making the sale, on making the profit. I get what I'm talking about. So if you really followed up on someone very well, if Maureen bought a product from me today, out together, and maybe next month she's supposed to buy the second dose. If next month she buys the second dose from another person, it means I didn't do a good job this month. If Maureen bought a product from me this month, and I'm sure she's coming back for the second dose next month, I have to follow up on her. Now the challenge is most of you, because the guy said, I am going to buy the second dose on 28th next month. The whole week, whole month, you're quiet. You're quiet. Then on 28th, hello, how are you? Understand? 28th. Because the guy said he's buying on 28th. That's why, hello, how are you? Hey. You understand? You are quiet on me the whole month, right? Now you know that I have to come back and buy again. That's now you're active. No. Out together. Follow up on the person throughout the week. At least every week. Say, hello, how are you doing? How are you feeling now? Hello, how are you doing? How is everything? Hello, find out together how they are feeling. It also helps you to sell more products because the person says, I'm now feeling this. You're like, okay, maybe you ask, did you have this disease? Do you also have diabetes? Yeah, I had diabetes. Oh, you need to add on this product. You get the point? Because you've continuously been following up on this person and you have their track record. I get what I'm talking about. So that is key. So let's shift from the mindset of a salesman to the mindset of someone who is actually serving out together, because the more people you serve, the more you're going to build a customer base. So focus on solving problems. Service looks at problem solving. Then, of course, build relationships, not just transactions with people out together. For example, even most people say, I have recruited very many people and I don't see all of them. It's very important. How do you recruit very many people and you don't see any of them? It means you are in the transaction business, not in the relationship building business. Out together, we are in a business of building relationships. If someone joins your business out together, even if they are cold market, even if you never knew them, this is the time to make them your friend. Out together, people will only stay with, people join because of the excitement of the money, but people stay in relationships they build with the people they are working with. I get what I'm talking about. Because time is not about the money. You understand? But it's with the friendships that you've created. You reach that point like, hey man, Ngami and Ruth have come from far. You cannot just out together. I remember I had a downline of mine who joined, and the guy we became very good friends. That even when he wanted to quit, he came and told me on upline, thing has become, I feel there's too much pressure from home. I feel like I should quit. Out together, like he even came and told me, and I sat him down. I was like, not alone. Even me, I had a lot of pressure. And then I talked to him. Then he stayed in the business. And when he stayed in the business, the next month, that's when he got his breakthrough. He got a very big team and he made a lot of money all together. But imagine we were not buddies. Imagine we were not friends. The guy would just have quit, breakthrough, and he would have never seen his breakthrough and would have lost on a good leader altogether. So it is the relationship. So service is about building relationships, not just focusing on transactions. The guy has paid. Yes, he has paid. So what? Altogether, if you want to retain him, retention of customers comes with, feedback. That is why I opened up a bank account with a certain bank. And for some reason, I just didn't feel it. After some time, like, man, shit. You get? But these guys are always on me. They send me messages, they send me emails, they call me. So, at the point I was like, man, shit, let me just save. Let me just put their money. You end up saving with them, not because of what, but the guys are, you see, like, they are putting in an effort. That is why brands like Stanbic Bank are always, sending you birthday shout-outs and everything. That is why Airtel is always sending you messages. MTN is always sending you messages. Altogether, they want to be top of mind awareness. I get what I'm talking about. That is not just focusing on transactions altogether, but focusing on building relationships. Why do you think is it Airtel or MTN that has that habit of giving out 500 MBs on your birthday or a GB or something? MTN, eh? Yeah, that's it. You get the point. Like, they are building a relationship. That's why I find how many of us have those, your parents, the guy, for him, he tied to MTN. Like my dad is so tied to MTN, you cannot tell him anything. You get it? Like I've realized most of those senior citizens, like those old guys, they're too much of MTN, they are so tied to MTN. But in a network, hey, my friend, Airtel also has 5G altogether. But, the company went into their brains. Top of mind awareness, that whenever they think of something, it comes to their mind first. Altogether. So that's how you should be with your clients. Altogether. I wanted to ask you a question. One of my uplines asked me a question that if there was a reshuffle in any way, would your team still want to work with you? That's a question I ask myself every day. Let's say the CEO says, guys, we are going to give you guys one more run altogether. Choose the person you want to be your upline. Would someone still choose you? That's the thing I always ask myself. Like, would my downline still choose me to be their upline? I get what I'm talking about. So that's really a question you should ask yourself. Like, it means if you think your team, sit down and first think about, like, but for sure, the way they have been behaving, they have been doing things, really, will people still want to work with me? I get what I'm talking about. If it is a no, then start working on this gentleman called relationships. Altogether, if my customers were given a chance to choose, because how many of us have realized that some of your clients, Bambi, they're not informed, and some of them feel like you're the only one who sells these supplements. There's some people who feel like you're the only one who sells these supplements, right? I want to ask you a question. If your client knew that you are not the only person who sells these supplements, would they still buy from you? If they knew, like if they give them a lineup of people to choose from, and they give them like, okay, the guy has high blood pressure, altogether. And ask yourself this question. If a guy has high blood pressure, and they give you 10 guys with their 10 videos, and he watches all those 10 videos, how many of us have realized that some people, Bambi, this is your only video, like they have pressure, and Bambi, you're the only one, it's your only video that they watched. That if by any chance they had watched another video, the chances of them having bought from you is like 0. Bambi, there are some clients, especially these old guys, very old guys who come. I realize that one maybe, like, you understand? Some guys, they landed, it's a big video that they landed on. You understand? There are people who don't even load data. Like, they load they just peep TikTok. Now, that day they peeped TikTok, it's their video that they watched, and then their data got done. You understand? Like, hey, man, this guy was pressure. You understand? But I want you to imagine if you got 10 other guys who are doing good videos and also your video, and they gave it to the same client, would that client still buy from you? If it is a no, it means you need to work on your information. What was in the previous slide? Altogether. Then it says educate before you promote. Educate before you promote. There are some of you who rush. You have just started the video. Guainapple. Video is done. You understand? Do you have pressure? Call me. My number is in the bio. I have products that can work for you. This and this and this and this and this. The video is done. Like, dude, what do you mean? Out together. I know where a pharmacy is to go and get medicine, right? Also, like, what is going to make me buy from you is, have you educated me? Educate before you promote. Out together. Before you promote your product, before you promote the ABCD, first educate someone. Out together. Like let someone feel like, yeah, Onogai and Yoga, this guy talks about me. I don't know whether you get what I'm talking about. Hello? So educate before you promote your product. Out together. Value comes first before money is paid. Out together. And when value is higher than price, people pay. Let me tell you, there is nothing so expensive. It was the value that was so low. When value is higher than price, people pay. Not so? That's the reason why someone will leave a Vitesse, which is cheap, and they'll buy a Range Rover Vogue, and they'll buy a TX Land Cruiser, and they'll buy a V8 of millions of money. Why? Because of value. Can someone say value? Well, our products are not expensive. You're not giving enough value, straight up. The products are not expensive. It is the value that you're giving that is not equivalent to the amount that you're giving. Okay, I want you to ask yourself a question that, looking at the information you give guests, is the price you're charging worth it? You see, even you yourself, you feel like, really? But if you're really putting in time to get the information and you're giving people real value, okay, you give them a price and you even look away. You understand? That's why you will find country manager will give someone a price out together, and he won't even, and he will say, my dose is $1 million, and he will look aside. Why? Because, man, really, if you watch the guy's videos, the information is there. You understand? Like, for sure, even if you're watching, the guy's information is there. Guy has done his homework very well. Out together. So when value is higher than price, people will pay. But for as long as the value is not high enough, the price people will find your products expensive. Out together. People will find your products expensive. Because, value, when the value is higher than the price, people will always pay. I get what I'm saying. There's nothing that is expensive. There's no product that is expensive. You've given half-baked information. The value that you've given is the one that is not the price. The value you've given is not worth the price that you what? That people are paying for. Are you getting what I'm talking about? So let's focus on value addition. And you cannot add too much value if you're even short of skills. You understand? So continuous learning is key. There is a guy who always comes around here with books. I remember when I first joined MLM, we used to have book clubs all the time. We're reading books and all these kind of things. It helps us develop what we call personal growth out together, whereby a client comes and even your composure with the client, that is personal growth. You understand? Do you know that there are some people who come to buy, but because of your composure, you're not confident, you're not what, you're half-baked, and the guy says, it's okay, let me go and prepare. I will come for the money. Because this is where you guys work from. It's okay. I'll have your number. I'll come and call. But the guy had come to buy. Are you get what I'm talking about? But because of you're short of personal growth out together, that is why one of my mentors, famous guy, I'll always listen to this guy time and again. And that is the late Jim Rohn. Out together. He says, work more on yourself than you do on. Come on, say that if you know that audio. Work more on yourself than you do on. Work more on yourself than you do on your job. Personal growth. Out together. Personal growth is key. I get what I'm talking about. That's why when a client comes, the way you'll handle them, I get what I'm saying. The professionalism, all that comes from personal growth. I know some people are very young. Some of you are young, and this is probably your first time to be in something maybe serious. You get it? Straight from school, you landed in the business. Out together, you saw it in your Form 6 VAC, and you landed in the business straight from school. You did not get a chance to have a certain training somewhere. You did not get a chance to be in a certain corporate space to see how people behave, how people interact, how people talk. Out together. You did not get that chance. So the only way you're going to get that chance is by training yourself out together, working more on yourself than you actually do on your business or on your job. Out together, building composure, building, I call it building capacity. Can someone say building capacity? These are some of the things that people undermine these days. You're asking yourself, I'm not making sales. Man, have you built capacity? Have you built capacity? Building capacity, your composure, out together, the way you carry yourself in your videos, out together, the way you talk to customers when they come. You know, your PR, with your personal relations with your customers is key. It's not just, okay, yeah, you've done a very good video, but okay, you've met with the client one-on-one. You know, some people lose the job, you lose the sale one-on-one with the client. Someone says, it's not the person online you sounded something else. Out together, now one-on-one you've lost the game. I get what I'm talking about. So build capacity is key. It's important. That's why I take time. I listen to a guy called Walobengo. He's a guy on TikTok. He's a Kenyan. He's an orator. Very good speaker. Doesn't even talk about multi-level marketing. Out together, but he teaches you how to build capacity. He's one of Vusi's mentees. I listened to Vusi several times out together. Then Walobengo is one of his mentees. He's a guy from Kenya, but the guy is making moves. Out together, he's making moves in the African space. The guy is good. He talks about how to build capacity. Out together, how do you build capacity? It helps you relate with customers better, because maybe you are not lucky enough to first be exposed to a certain space before you actually entered such a business where you have to, because we are dealing with people. People are emotional beings. Out together, guy, you jack wire in just a minute. I think I had come to buy. I get what I'm saying. So it's very important. Then, of course, study marketing and leadership. It's key. This is very key. Me personally, I remember when I was in school, I wasn't so much of a people person and such out together. But when I joined this business, I realized that, I have to be good at people skills. And that's when I started reading. I read a book by Speak to Win. Speak to Win by Brian Tracy. It helps you build, teaches you how to speak, communication skills, leadership. Then How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Dale Carnegie? Yes, Dale Carnegie. Out together. It's a very good book. It's not even about multi-level marketing, but it helps you build capacity. It teaches you how you can relate with people, how you can talk to clients, the team. All of a sudden, you're asking yourself, why is it that all the people that I recruit, because you haven't built capacity, you don't know how to work with people. You're shouting with people all around. You're commanding people here and there. You're shouting at even old people who are older than you. Out together, you're in a team, you have people older than you, you are shouting and everything. Yeah, we all made those mistakes when we had gone. That's why I remember my first team all left. Why? Because I hadn't built capacity. I didn't know how to talk to people. Shouting at everyone, being what, disrespectful and everything. And you do them bambi when you don't know. Out together. So your clients are not going to buy from you because they feel sorry for you. But bambi, he doesn't know. Let me just buy, Out together. So it's important for you to build capacity, out together, and leadership. Become an authority figure, and really guys will buy into whatever you're saying. People buy into you first before they buy your product. Hello? They will buy you first before they buy your product. You understand? Question is, are you the person worth buying into? Out together. My upline asked me one question when I just joined MLM, and that question stuck into me until now. He told me, Josephat, if you were to join yourself, would you? It was my first month in business, and really I could not